Hello YouTube, today we're playing White Forest Runick and this deck is really fun, really exciting. It is a control version of White Forest that provides a lot of resources and typically draws you a bunch of cards, winning through card advantage and simply being ahead of your opponent. So let's explain things real quick, even though you don't really need an introduction. For the White Forest cards we have triple Rosette, triple Sylvie and the triple Rukia together with one copy Theos, Beware and Woes. And in the extra deck we obviously play the one Silvera, Raciela and Diabel, and yes, we are not playing Astellar. You probably know the reason already, but this card essentially isn't the perfect tool for this deck specifically. The idea of this deck is to go ahead with card advantage, and this card technically gets you one card less because you need to discard something and it commits your normal summon, and one Ash Blossom or Imperm can stop that and you go -1 without normal summon, which isn't exactly good. Now don't get me wrong, this card is absolutely amazing and I would suggest you play it if you'd like because it's still a good card. I just don't think you need it in that particular build. Now as of the rest of the deck we obviously play all of the Runick cards. I decided to play 18 quick spells. Unfortunately, due to the limitations that the Runick engine has, we are forced to play stuff like Golden Droplet, but still we need the body, so we need to play those cards. And for the targets we have double Hugin, double Gary and the one Sleipnir. Now Sleipnir isn't necessary, however I found a pretty cool synergy that I'm gonna discuss in a little bit. But now for the non-engine we do have Maxi with double Talon. I don't need to play a third copy and I don't like a third copy because this is a little too much and excessive. Also we have the triple Droplet which I chose for my board breakers. Now I know a lot of people play evenly matched, however I prefer Droplet because if we end up drawing it from something, it's still useful both going first and second. There are times in which you're gonna draw your board breaker off a fountain and I would rather have something that's useful all around compared to something that's situationally good. And the final card for the deck is the one Skill Drain, and I hate this card just as much as you, but it's just so good in White Forest, being able to send it whenever you'd like and just continue your plays. It's just unbelievably strong here. Now for the extra deck outside of the Runick and the White Forest cards, we do have a couple of cool things. First of all, with Diabel, I choose to summon a lot of the times Formula Synchron because you can use it to go for a level 10 Synchro play, or you can also use the Sleipnir that I recently mentioned to go for a level 4 body plus a level 2 to summon a level 6 Runick, which is gonna allow you to discard a card and then return something to the hand. I just chose to play this because it seems kind of fun. Obviously you don't need to play it, but I think that the token pairs really well with the Formula Synchron idea. Also we have the one Coral Dragon, which is a must-have. It's just super good to give you a +1 as well. And we have for the level 10 Synchros the Baron, the Changian and the Chaos Angel, all of which have their respective uses of course. And then we play the one SP Little Knight because it is one of the best cards you can play in general. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Now let's head into the gameplay and have some fun. Okay, that seems like a really good hand. Let's start with the White Forest plays just to bait an interruption if he does have like an Ash Blossom or something, so we can at least resolve the Runick Fountain later if we get it. Doesn't seem like he has something. Let's go for the Sylvie because it's another search, and of course we're gonna be able to activate the Theos and basically reset it back to the field so we can reuse it. Alright, well, let's normal summon the Sylvie now. We're gonna get the search for that trap card. Maybe he's gonna change something to it. Nope, not again. Not gonna use anything. Okay, so we're gonna be activating down the Theos. We're gonna search the third White Forest monster we own here, and we can even space summon it right now. This is gonna be a great turn. Let's add to the field the trap card and then let's activate the Rukia and summon it to the field so we can get the additional draw off of her. Drawing a fountain. Okay, that saves us a little bit of trouble here, which is not bad of course. Now let's just go into a bunch of synchro plays. We don't really need the Raciela. I would say we should go for Coral Dragon just to go plus another one later. Should be a great idea. Alright, now let's summon a level 4 body and we're gonna go for Gary of course. We're not gonna use the fountain yet and we're just gonna go for a level 10 Baron just in case he does have like an Nibiru or something and he's just waiting for it. Maybe we're gonna save ourselves with that, and also we're gonna be able to get plus an additional card. Dude, this is so much card advantage. This deck is purely good because of the card advantage, and drawing another good card. Okay, we love that. Let's activate the freezing curses. Then we're gonna be getting another monster on the field, and this time I think we're gonna go with straight up level 4. Yeah, because we need to summon the Diabel even without activating the best effect of her. It's still worth doing it. Of course we could have summoned Hugin, but I want to go into Sleipnir to get more plays in total. So now let's activate the final Runick card. We're gonna go for the Smiting Storm here, special summoning another monster, and of course we're gonna go for Sleipnir this time because it's the only usable card that we need. And now we're gonna be activating this to draw 3 additional cards. So this was 3 cards from this, 1 from Coral Dragon, 1 from the Rukia, pardon me. This is in total 5 cards. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. 3 more Runick cards. We don't need all of them, but yeah. Okay, well, I mean that's pretty much it for now. We don't need to commit more. Let's hit the Droplet. We can pass turn like that and we have a bunch of interruptions ready to use. Now let's activate Sleipnir. We're gonna get the token. This already sets up our Runick play if we decide to go for that line, and I think we're gonna go for that line most likely. Activating Lubellion now. Okay, that is completely fine with me. I don't need to interrupt him now. Alright, searching Druid Swarm and now activating the effect of it. I could have changed the spelling, but honestly I just misclicked. He's targeting my LZ to banish it. This is not what I like to see. I'm just gonna commit the Omni Negate. I think this is not that bad of an idea because LZ is gonna be a follow-up, and we can use it very well later on as well. So surely that's a good idea. Special summoning Alpha. Okay, well, that I did not expect. Well, we could activate something immediately. How do we deal with this, honestly? Let's just wait a little bit. We don't need to commit that many resources because clearly he's playing a blind second deck, which means he does have a lot of ways to deal with my monsters. Now he's gonna activate the Alpha here. So he's targeting the Alpha, and now he's gonna target something else. However, I'm gonna be chaining the Bell immediately here because I think it's a good idea overall, and we're gonna be sending to the graveyard, I guess, one copy of Dispelling since we don't really need it. And we are also gonna be let's see, do we activate one of these two before he can bounce the Diabell to the hand? I think we could do that, and I think it's not a bad idea. Let's go Sylvie then. I just want to be safe and get the most value. So we return back the Diabell and we summon the Sylvie to the field, and also we're gonna get the Formula Synchron summon on the field as well. And now he has the ability to target something, and let's see what he will do. He might go for Formula Synchron. That's honestly fine if he does that. Never mind, he went for Sleipnir, just about the worst card I could think of. I don't know why he did that, but returning to the hand DLZ is pretty good for the value for next turn. Activating also Burning Dragon. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, space summon, discard no space summon, discard 1 spell, destroy all spells and traps on the field. That is not that big of a deal, but just in case, I am gonna go for the Dispelling and special summon Hugin, so we have a little bit of a protection because I don't want to commit the droplet for that alone. Alright, going -1, and now we're able to activate Runick Fountain for 2, so that means no, but we can of course activate the Hugin later on and save ourselves. Yep, that is great, and now he has nothing really except for a level Xyz 8, pardon me, play, which could be a little bit problematic, but we can flip it face down no matter what he goes into, so that's a benefit that we have access to. Alright, he has a lot of bodies. Let's just go into the level 6 Silvera. I think this is just a free flip face down for everything, and it's gonna win me the game most likely, so yeah, let's just do it. Summoning it, activating now the effect of Silvera, and bada bing bada bang, Book of Eclipse. Now that's certainly annoying. Nothing else he can really do. Well then, let's activate the Rukia, so we return back to the hand of Silvera, and now let's also go for the walls because why not? It's just, you know, free to activate. And also we're gonna be chaining also this Smiting Storm to summon an additional body, so we draw also 3 cards, which is another benefit that we have access to. Let's set the Beware. Let's also activate DOZ here. We're gonna be summoning it. He just scoped the game. Dude, look at the value. I have 6 cards in my hand and I could have drawn 3 more this turn, plus more in general. Like, dude, this deck is just crazy. Oh yeah, set 4 past turn. My favorite start of the day. Let's see what he'll do to Sylvie first of all. I do have more plays. Beware is also an option, which is not bad. Infinite Impermanence, that is a little annoying, but honestly, if that means resolving the Hugin later, I think it's not bad. Best summoning the Lady Labyrinth, interesting choice. Not gonna go for Ariana or something. Well, now I'm gonna proceed to activate the Smiting Storm because I do want to go for the Hugin. Chaining Big Welcome immediately. Alright, well, that's fine. Chaining now the effect of Lady Labyrinth as well. And now I am probably gonna have to negate that, or do I wait? I think I should wait. Alright, setting the Deep Barrier to the field. Not what I love to see. If he resolves that, I'm gonna probably lose the game. And now summoning the Lovely Labyrinth, of course. And I will get the summon on the Hugin, which is not bad. Now the thing is though, what is he gonna destroy? I don't really know. I'm still gonna activate the Hugin, of course, but what are we discarding? What do we play around? I think we can give up on the droplet, so we have the Slumber to resolve more draws, and I also want to keep the Beware for my LZ. So overall, I think that droplet is the best card to get rid of for now, unfortunately. He's gonna go now Lovely into Lady. Everything here is fine. I don't care about it as long as my Hugin resolves, and it does seem that way. Destroying my bro, seriously, the one card that resolves my 3 draws with the fountain, you're gonna hit it. Oh brother, well in that case, let's go for more plays. I'm gonna go for the Raciela here. We're using these 2 because I have no other choice. Alright, well, let's go for Raciela then. I need more draws, I need more cards, and this is the way to get them. I'm gonna be sending the Beware to the graveyard to get the Search, and I don't think he has anything else, so I'm gonna be safe to grab more things. Let's go for the Trap card, I think, because we're gonna make use of it, and we already have the OZ, which is the best card that we need. Now let's also set the wall so we can activate DOZ here and get the additional special summon and draw. I have very high hopes, even though we started very roughly, because we draw the Rukia now, and we can also use the Rukia, of course, but I think we shouldn't. I think we should be popping the Dimensional Barrier because it's such a big problem that I just need to deal with, right? So I think we should activate the Beware straight up and just deal with that. This is the safest option. However, now that I think about it, I don't think we even need the walls. I think with the draw it's a little more useful. If we end up drawing a Runick card, that will be even better. Nope, we don't get that, but yeah, sure. I mean, I had to try. The goal is obviously to just recycle as much as we can so we can get more plays. and this will help us do that greatly, because even without drawing a Runick spell, we can still get back a Runick spell, and I'm gonna get back the Slumber, which will still gonna give us the true draws off of the Fountain. Let's go for Hugin, because we do need a level 2 to synchro, and now drawing, okay, that's actually super strong. Let's go into the Coral Dragon. We do have Chaos Angel, by the way, but nah, I think Coral Dragon is better. Now we're gonna be also activating it, and we're gonna be sending the Sylvie to the graveyard, because I want to dissect his board as much as possible, so that's gonna be lovely out of the way. And now also, I'm gonna go for the droplet here, because it's super strong, and I'm gonna spend some additional monster to work with. That will of course be the Gary, because Gary will allow me to go for a level 10 synchro, and that's of course gonna be the Baron, and that will deal with the final back row that he does have and he doesn't use. So that's gonna be 2 cards in his hand only, plus an Omni Negate on my side of the field, and an additional draw, which is just on top of everything else. And because I got the golden droplet, I'm able to activate Destruction, and I'm able to actually get rid of the trap card or whatever else he has set on the field, which is so useful. We did hit the rollback, which is not very good, but now we can actually destroy the Lady Labyrinth as well. Even if he activates the rollback, I am just gonna negate it, because that's the right move and I don't care. Yep, he did chose the Imperm, but I'm gonna negate it because that's the best thing to do. And yeah, overall, I think I just solved all of my problems this turn. He has an empty board, 1 card in hand. I do have also the golden droplet, which is incredibly strong. And let's just pass turn here, and immediately in the draw phase, I'm going to be activating the golden droplet so I can summon an additional monster, get the 3 extra draws. You know how it goes. If he doesn't have Ash Blossom, that's going to be game, because I'm going to draw so much more stuff. He just scooped the game, bro. There's nothing he can do. The value, the amount of draw power, and how we broke the board was actually incredible. This deck is very strong. Alright, so final thoughts about this version. I'd say White Forest Runick is surprisingly really strong. Even though the best Runick cards are kind of limited a little bit, we still have a lot to work with, and the bodies give you so many plays. It's just a little nicer that you have access to more bodies easier, because you basically play 18 cards that give you either a level 2 or a level 4 body, compared to any other version that doesn't do that basically. So I think that this version is a little bit better compared to my toy box version that I made a video about a couple of days ago, but I'm gonna continue experimenting with White Forest. For those of you who are interested in that content, I would appreciate a like, subscribe, also check out more Mazdo content in the channel, and as always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.